Antonio Alarcón fears for his future. He is one of the millions of undocumented immigrants currently residing in the U.S. Republican presidential frontrunner Donald Trump has made deporting people like Antonio a cornerstone of his platform. Antonio believes Trump is fostering the rise of racism in the U.S. He and fellow activists are taking to the streets. Will they succeed in denying Trump a win in New York's Republican primary? Seeking the spotlight, taking to the streets. Along with his friends, Antonio Alarcón has launched a movement. They carry portraits of undocumented migrants. An estimated 11 million people live in the U.S. illegally. Many arrived decades ago. They are accepted, have jobs, many even pay taxes.
Today we're highlighting the stories, the undocumented folks, the people who Donald Trump is telling that they're illegal, that they're, rapers. So we're sharing the stories. We're sharing here, like, what are the contributions to the nation, what are the contributions to the city of New York.
Antonio was 10 years old when his family crossed into the U.S. from Mexico. He lives in New York City as an undocumented migrant. Though he considers the U.S. his home, he fears he could be deported at any time.
I was afraid a couple of years ago to be saying undocumented, but I think that now I came out of the shadows, and I'm proud to be a dreamer, to be an undocumented folk, to an undocumented student who's sharing his story, but also sharing the story of many other people who are still afraid of being undocumented.
Once the protest is over, Antonio returns to class. As an undocumented immigrant, his status is tenuous, but he's permitted to attend university.
I want to be a politician in the future. I want to make sure that the people of my community are being represented, not like Mr. Trump, who is a politician who is saying a lot of hateful and racist comments towards our community. I want to make sure that I represent that community that it's unrepresented at this moment.
He will have to become a citizen to achieve that lofty goal. As it is now, he's not allowed to vote. Donald Trump vows to make sure it stays that way. Trump achieved frontrunner status almost immediately upon entering the Republican presidential contest. Antonio believes Trump's success is a step backwards for the United States.
It's just incredible. When we think about the history of the United States, it's pretty much hearing what's happening in 1929 or like during the KKK, where the white supremacy was saying such horrible things about African Americans. It's happening in 2016. Now, instead of African Americans, it's a variety of Latinos, women.
A Trump campaign rally in Poughkeepsie, New York. It's a Rust Belt city of 30,000, a once thriving industrial city that's fallen on hard times. Unemployment is high, and Trump's supporters fear even more jobs will disappear if illegal immigration goes unchecked. It's an audience tailor-made for Trump's populist nationalist message. The multi-billionaire sells himself as a man of the people.
Poughkeepsie region has seen a 16% decline in the mining and construction jobs. Ridiculous. And you know he's getting them. Other places are getting them. Other countries. Not even in the United States. In the United States, not good. Outside of the United States, unacceptable. Okay?
It's a message that resonates with this audience. They feel the Washington bureaucracy has forgotten them. The candidate's biggest applause line is his vow to build a wall on the Mexican border.
Illegal immigration costs New York taxpayers over $5 billion every year. Who is going to pay for the wall?
Outside, Trump supporters and opponents trade verbal fire.
Keep it peaceful. Calm down. I feel that people on both sides are being misled by the mass media. Okay, it's not as simple as Trump is against minorities. He's not. He's against illegal immigration. A country without legal borders is not truly a country.
We're not opposed to immigration at all. We're just opposed to the fact that there's no control over the southern border.
We are no longer in the economic stance to hold these immigrants. We used to be. At this point, I think that our own people are more important, and I think that, of course, immigration is a great thing, but we should have to be stable enough at first with our own people to allow that.
Talk like this angers Antonio. He believes increasing numbers of Americans are prepared to take a hard line on immigration and deport illegal migrants.
America has been my country for almost 10 years already. That's more than half of my life living here in the United States. And undocumented folks are not taking their jobs. Undocumented people are doing the jobs that Americans don't want to do, especially farming. I haven't seen any American doing, milking the cow or working on the farm for 12 hours and getting paid 75 cents an hour.
Weeks before the New York primary, Antonio and his comrades busied themselves organizing an anti-Trump demonstration, one of the many that has consistently dogged the campaign. We watched along as the group made final preparations.
If the police told you to move, move. Don't be like, oh, F or whatever. Yeah, just be respectful. Don't say anything bad to the police officer.
Yeah, we're ready. Let's go. Let's go. Hoorah! Let's go. My protocol is stay behind me. That's it.
They make some final phone calls in hopes of organizing as big a turnout as possible. It's a 30-minute commute from the borough of Queens to downtown Manhattan, where Trump has scheduled an afternoon meeting with Republican leaders.
Today, I don't know what's going to happen. We're expecting more than 5,000 people at this rally. Obviously, we're going to be protesting very peaceful. We don't want to interrupt anything. We just want to make sure that our voices and the voices of the community are being heard. I know, Willie. Locker. Vamos para enfrente, vamos.
The demonstration gets underway across the street from the hotel where the Republican leadership is meeting. Emotions are starting to run high. Police and security are out in force.
We see hundreds already, probably thousands of people will come. There's people marching from Times Square all the way here to say that Mr. Trump is not welcome in New York and in any other city in the country.
Everywhere we go, people want to go, people want to go. Racist, sexist, anti-gay, Donald Trump can go away. Racist,
The protesters represent a broad array of backgrounds: undocumented migrants, human rights activists, and African Americans. Others are protesting Trump's vow to temporarily ban Muslims from traveling to the U.S.
We are going to shut down racist rhetoric that he spouts. This is not what we are about, and we're going to make sure that he knows.
Trump is nowhere to be seen, nor are the members of the Republican leadership. A few protesters try to force their way into the hotel. Antonio documents the confrontation. But he refrains from getting personally involved.
What will happen if they arrest me? Probably I will get into jail. I don't know how many days I will be in jail. So we will see. I mean, for me, it will be getting arrested, have a record on my criminal background, and probably get deported.
Antonio is concerned about his girlfriend, Natalia. She's also undocumented, but was one of those who tried to storm the hotel.
Natalia, it's okay?
She's out. Secret Service put me inside the hotel to get my info. I was freaking out.
Shit. Wait, but Natalia, where is it?
She's heading out right now.
She's heading out, like arrested?
No, I don't think she wasn't arrested.
Natalia hung this anti-Trump banner from a hotel window. She's pleased that the security forces did not interfere.
We had community support. Like at the same time that I was dropping the banner, there were people doing civil disobedience in the mezzanine inside of the hotel room, in the ramp of the hotel room, in this corner right here, and then I think in another corner where the limos come. So if you have 5 actions at the same time, it's really hard for the police to react.
After 3 energy-filled hours, the demonstration is over. Antonio considers the turnout a major victory. They've made a defiant gesture against the Republican frontrunner. As the polls close in the New York primary, Antonio gathers with friends to watch the returns.
Huge win for Donald Trump.
Trump has scored a landslide victory in his home state, building on his goal of winning the Republican nomination. Antonio is disappointed, but refuses to give up.
I think this Donald Trump movement has started even before New York. We saw it in Chicago, we saw it in Arizona. This is just a momentum that we're building, not only in New York, but also in other states. We know that Donald Trump will continue with his rhetoric of being anti-immigrant, anti-gay, anti-woman. This is just the beginning of all the effort that we will continue to stop his hate towards our communities.
Antonio makes his way home, determined to press on and build his movement. He and so many others will continue to hit the streets, giving voice to their opposition to Donald Trump.